Hi everyone, so it's like 2 a.m. and I felt inspired to vlog, and it's been a while since I felt inspired to vlog about something, but there is something that I'm wanting to come clean or talk to you guys about tonight, and it's masks. And the reason I'm not wearing any makeup in my video right now is because I was like, you know what? I'm talking about putting on masks and being a different person for different people than who you actually are. So I found it fitting to not wear makeup for this video, to just be like, this is me, this is my face, and I'm escaping the concept of makeup but for my personality right now. Something I've discovered about myself recently in therapy, actually, that I do a lot is I put on these masks for different people in my life of who I want them to perceive me as a person, if that makes sense. And I think to some degree a lot of people do this, and it's something that you just have to figure out for yourself when it's appropriate and when it's not. And of course you're going to be a different person around your friends, generally speaking, than you are your parents or your teacher or your boss, because there's social norms and respect situations where people actually have to act differently in front of certain people than others. But that's not exactly what I'm talking about right now. What I'm talking about right now is when we feel like we have to actually hide parts of ourselves from certain people in our lives in order for them to accept who we are. And it's weird because I never thought that I did that. I never realized how I compartmentalized the people in my life and what I allowed them to see about myself. Mostly, I think, with my parents and certain friends in my life, and then my YouTube audience. I feel like I'm a different person to all three of those sets of people. And I think the reason I do this is because I feel like if you guys knew certain things about me, or if my parents knew certain things about me, or if certain friends knew certain things about me, they wouldn't accept me or they wouldn't love me. And when I say that out loud, it sounds kind of ridiculous, but I feel like it's also kind of a relatable thing, you know? Like, we have these preconceived notions in our head that if this person finds this out about me, then they're gonna feel, you know, like they don't like me as much, or they're not gonna love me as much. And I feel like this is something I actually started doing when I started making YouTube videos, is I was like, oh, I have this opportunity to like talk about my life, but then slowly but surely over the last 6 years, yes, I've been making videos for 6 years, I've created this box for catrific and myself, and that's like, you know, catrific doesn't swear, catrific doesn't drink, talk about partying, or God forbid sex. And it's just like, I'm kind of getting tired of pretending like that stuff doesn't exist in my life when I'm a 24-year-old or almost 25-year-old girl. It's like, I can talk about these things. I can be honest that, yes, I swear, and I swear a lot, but I don't on my channel because 6 years ago I didn't swear as much, but now I do. I'm a different person than I was when I started making those vlogs, and I'm tired of just being in this box. Like, I'm just tired of it. And I'm tired of having masks on for certain people in my life, being like, oh, I don't do these things. And I'm kind of tired of it, and it's kind of a shitty way to deal with life, and I don't know. This is a weird thing for me to talk to you guys about because it's not exactly the most fluid thought process I've ever had. It's just something I'm kind of going through right now, and I wanted to talk to you all about it and be real. By putting myself in this box, I feel like I haven't been able to be honest with you guys all the time about what's going on in my life, and I want to be able to do that. This is my YouTube channel. I can do whatever I want, yet for some reason I put these rules on myself, and now my viewers often put those rules on me as well. And I don't like that feeling. I don't like when I say, you know, damn in a daily vlog, that people in the comments have arguments of whether I've changed or how my friends are influencing me and all this stuff. And I'm just like, that's not up for you to decide. You are not my parents, and don't pretend to be. And I think at this point in my life, if my parents were getting on to me for saying the word damn in a video, I would be in pretty bad shape. I kind of think of it as like, I'm sick of being the parent that pretends like they never partied or broke the rules when they were a kid to their kids just so they can tell their kids not to do those things even though they did it themselves. So I feel like for me, not that I'm your parent, but I don't want to pretend like I'm this perfect person who never does anything wrong, never swears, never gets drunk, you know, all these things about me that, you know, yes, I want to be a good influence, and yes, I want you guys to be responsible, and yes, I still see myself as like your older sister, But in reality, I'm very honest with my little sister in real life, Sarah. You know, I'm very honest with her, and she knows all the crappy parts about my life or the times when I make mistakes, and you know, I'm honest with her, and that's why I love that relationship. It's not a fake thing where I pretend to be perfect or I make her think that, you know, being perfect is even an attainable status quo, which it's not. We all make mistakes. We all have things in our lives that, you know, we're crazy or whatever. And I encourage you guys to look into your life and see where it gets scary to be vulnerable and real with people. And try to like dig deep into your relationships and just see like, where am I acting differently in order to be accepted, whether it's your parents, your friends, teachers, anyone, like where are you not being yourself in order to be accepted is what I'm trying to say. Or just, you know, it's scary being real. The idea of not being loved, the idea of not being liked, the idea of being vulnerable, the idea of not being good enough is a very real feeling that impacts our lives greatly if we let it. And I don't know, I just hope that me talking about this, it might get your brains rolling on ways that you could, you know, be a little bit more yourself. It's a very freeing feeling to just be yourself. Like, it's freaking YouTube's slogan is YouTube, like, broadcast yourself. That's what I'm trying to do more lately, is just be myself and not put these expectations on myself or judgments on myself. I'm going easy on myself. I'm giving myself a break, and I encourage you guys to do the same. So that's it for today's video. Give this video a thumbs up if you like what I have to say, and I would love to hear in the comments your thoughts on this. Yeah, what you guys struggle with in relationships in your lives where you feel like you have to be a different person than who you are in order for acceptance and love. Yeah, let's talk about it, and I'll see you guys soon with an all-new video. Bye!
Well, hey everyone, I am on my way to Liz's house, and we are going to go get our nails done at a really awesome place. I think it's called ES Nails or S Nails in LA.